What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cleveland Cavaliers trade target video for you guys, as we are now officially 1 week away from the NBA trade deadline, which means it's time for me to give you my updated 5 Cavaliers trade targets. Now, some of the names have changed, and some have actually stayed the same. And I actually added another guy, so now we have 6. So essentially, 5 guys and a bonus. Now, the bonus guy is a guy that the Cavs have been linked to, but honestly, I don't think we're even going to be looking at him. But you never know with Kobe. You never ever know. The difference between that previous trade target video and this one, was those guys I was thinking that the Cavs could go after. Now, I'm talking about guys that have been linked to the Cavs, or these are just guys, like there's one guy especially, that Cavs fans really, really, really want, including me. Yeah. What are you thinking? But he is in the video. Mm-hmm. Some names have changed, like I said. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. Now, the first name on this list is the guy that was legit just added today, because earlier today, an article came out saying that the Cavs are actually trying to trade for this guy. And that guy is Cam Reddish. Now, I believe I did mention him in my previous trade target video, so he is back. He wasn't originally going to be in this video, but, like I said, that article was posted, and for those wondering, here's the tweet talking about said article. It was mentioned by Chris Haynes on a podcast, but as you can see by the tweet from NBA Central on Twitter, and I quote, report, Cavs interested in Cam Reddish. Now, the Cavs and the Mavs are 2 teams that are going after Cam, so we'll see what happens there. Chris Haynes mentioned that the Cavs have a legit chance to trade for Reddish, and Cavs Twitter is essentially kind of on the fence about this. Kind of split down the middle. Some Cavs fans would love it. Others really wouldn't like it so much. Some Cavs fans believe he wouldn't even get playing time over Dylan Windler. I mean, for all we know, Dylan Windler could be in the trade for Cam Reddish. I mean, look at what the Knicks gave up to get him from the Hawks. What was it? Kevin Knox? A few other things, if that. I'm pretty sure we could get him for a half-eaten box of Cheez-Its. Shouldn't take much at all to get him. Maybe a second-round pick, top 55 protected. Yeah, it shouldn't take much at all to get him. I honestly would do it. Take a flyer on him. Low risk, high reward. What could go wrong? Maybe he comes here and he blossoms. Or if he doesn't, oh well. He didn't really give up much. It is what it is. Now, the next guy on this list is a guy that I have definitely pounded the table for. He is one of my top targets, and that is Josh Richardson of the Spurs. Now, there's another Spur that the Cavs could look at, and that is Doug McDermott. Personally, I wouldn't mind either one, because they can get buckets, and as far as I know, they can defend, or at least Josh can. I'm not sure about Doug. But yeah, I would love Josh Richardson on this team. I'm sure Cavs fans would find a way to hate it. But honestly, I wouldn't mind it. As long as he can get buckets and defend at a good rate, for it. That's what we really need. A guy that can get buckets and defend against opposing wings. That's what we really need. And the third guy is a guy that the Cavs were actually, I guess, looking to possibly trade for, but those trade winds have seemingly died down. But reports are that the Cavs are still interested in this guy. And that, of course, is Malik Beasley of the Jazz. Now you may be asking yourself, would the Jazz really make another trade with the Cavs? Why not? There's no limit on how many trades you can make with one team. I'm pretty sure the 2 teams, was it Danny Ainge and Kobe Altman? I'm sure they have a good relationship. I wouldn't mind getting Malik Beasley, adding him to this team. He'd be a solid addition. I mean, you got him on the bench, or unless you put him in the starting 5, I mean, he'd fit in anywhere. I'd love it. I would absolutely love bringing in Malik Beasley onto this team. Now, the next name, this would be an awkward one in the locker room. I already know. If we got this guy, I wonder how Darius Garland would react. because this is the dude that cost him, what was it, 8 games at the beginning of the year for bumping him in the eye. And you already know who I'm talking about. Gary Trent Jr. of the Toronto Raptors. Now, a lot of Cavs fans would be like, Giannobi or Fred. They would want a lot more for those two. I've heard that we could possibly get GTJ for a couple second rounders. Maybe we throw in like, a little sweetener. I don't know. But yeah, you get GTJ in a sporadic scoring. He'd be nice with this team. He could go crazy. I remember this dude scoring like 30 points in like a couple straight games last year. It was nuts. Now, on the other hand, he could go ice cold. But that's seemingly the way it is with all shooters. They're very streaky. And speaking of streaky, the next guy is a guy that was talked about before, Tim Hardaway Jr. Now, funny thing is, Cavs fans have talked about if you get Tim Hardaway, you're essentially getting a poor man's Caris LeVert. So essentially, if we trade Caris for Tim Hardaway, we're essentially trading Caris for poor man's Caris. I mean, that's pretty much true. That's why, in my opinion, I don't really think we're going after Tim Hardaway like that. And I don't think so. Now, the final name on this video is the guy that we have been linked to. But if you ask me, I don't think we're gonna even look anywhere near getting him. But if we did, oh my God, Cavs Twitter would lose their freaking minds. And that guy is none other than John Collins of the Atlanta Hawks. Now, funny enough, I did an article, or at least somewhat of an article review, talking about a trade that would have gotten us Malik Beasley, and that would have sent John Collins, I believe, to Utah, and Caris LeVert would go to Atlanta. Now, those talks have seemingly simmered down from what I remember. I did a video on it. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, these are all my names that have been linked to the Cavs. Well, guys that I've talked about before that I would love the Cavs to get. Now, if I had to name my top 3 targets, it's essentially the 3 guys in the middle. J-Rich, Malik Beasley, and GTJ. The other 3 are kind of eh. I mean, I wouldn't hate it if we got Cam Reddish, but he hasn't really done much. Tim Hardaway Jr. is essentially a poor man's Caris LeVert, and John Collins, I just don't see that happening. I don't. I think the Hawks would want a lot for him. That could change, though. You never know with Kobe. But as always, let me know in the comments what you guys think of these 6 players. Who would you want out of these guys? And is there any names that you could see the Cavs going after that aren't on this list? I know some guys are off the list. Guys like Kuzma, he's not going nowhere. Kelly Oubre might, but he's hurt. If we were to trade for him, we'd have to wait for him to come back, which he would do nothing for us right now anyway, because he's hurt. And there's a couple others. Now, there could be a name that pops up out of nowhere, Maybe like McDaniels from what's it, Charlotte? Yeah. Not the one from Minnesota. No. The one from Charlotte. Was it Jalen McDaniels? Maybe Vanderbilt from Minnesota. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he used to play for Minnesota. Now he plays for Utah. Yeah. Teammates with Malik Beasley. Could the Cavs get a package deal? Malik Beasley and Vanderbilt? You never know with Kobe. He could finesse them for freaking Colin Sexton too while he's at it. I know that would make Sexton fans happy, but I don't think that would really work. But man, if we get Beasley and Vanderbilt, oh yeah, sign me up all day for that. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. As always, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'll be live in a couple hours for Cavs and Grizzlies. Should be a good game. Hopefully the Cavs can start off the month of February with a dub. And yeah, we're officially in trade season, pretty much. As of the making of this video, though, nothing has happened. Something could happen. I'm literally looking at my phone now to see if there's anything going down. Nope. Something could happen by the time this video goes up. And if something does happen, I will make a video or go live. Or if it happens during my game stream tonight, we'll talk about it. Then I'll make a video after the game talking more about the trade, if it happens. But with that being said, guys, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Cavs. I'll see you in a couple hours for Cavs and Grizzlies. Let's get that dub tonight, guys. All right? I'm out.